Hi guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. Let's go and check out 10 terrible Vince McMahon rules Triple H has killed forever in WWE. Aww, crocodile
10
tears.
Vince McMahon things that Triple H killed off in WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Number 10, making legends feel inferior. Now, whilst Vince McMahon often liked to use legends on WWE programming, with WWE hosting nights such as Legends Night,
and it is especially true with Jay winning the Royal Rumble.
And McMahon even putting legends in featured programs, it was a common consensus that McMahon didn't give them the respect that they deserved backstage. Thankfully, under Triple H's leadership, this has vastly changed. The legends, when they visit WWE, are treated with respect and love, and Triple H insists that the modern roster acknowledge the work of the stars of yesteryear. Former WWE European Champion X-Pac confirmed how well Triple H treats legends during an interview with Sports Illustrated. We get treated so well regarding recent appearance. That wasn't always the way it was. There's been times over the years I've seen older wrestlers so disappointed that they weren't even acknowledged. It's a big deal to us. This was our life. So it means the world to be treated the way we're treated. Being at Raw, I loved it. I was telling my wife this, even people I wasn't close with back in the day. I'm so happy to see them now.
Like how easy it is just to show respect and also be happy, have a smile on your face when you see someone, make them feel welcome. It literally doesn't cost you anything. It's free, all right? It's just a tiny bit of effort that can go really long way, because if you have these type of relations with these people, like, they will do things for you the way you will do things for them. They will do things for you as well, and they will remember you as being a really nice guy, a really good person, and yeah, this leaves a legacy.
Now, the game has even gone out of his way to make amends with former enemies such as Scott Steiner and CM Punk.
And
it's clear that Triple H believes that no bridge is truly burnt when it comes to WWE. Number 9, longer PLEs. Vince McMahon was obsessed with stacking pay-per-views from top to bottom with matches. This had some positives as it allowed a range of talent to receive pay-per-view time and a pay-per-view payday. However, certain pay-per-views lasted for an eternity, and nothing was given the opportunity to be memorable due to the sheer length of the pay-per-view runtime. This is the complete opposite approach that Triple H takes, as pay-per-views, now referred to as premium live events, only feature a few matches, and this allows matches appropriate time to make a statement. Whilst it's understandable why the game likes this formula, it hasn't been perfect, and has received some criticism. Triple H rarely deviates away from this model, and this means that
I feel like the criticism is because people would pay tickets to see a couple of stories being done in front of them, and matches and wrestlers, but now we have a lot of events, and then we have a lot of different wrestlers in those events. Like, we have a main event in it, and also a couple of other. And like, the storytelling usually back in the day would be a bit shorter, but Triple H refers long time storytelling, and that's why these matches are important, and that's why he's giving them more time.
Matches that should take place on a PLE match card end up taking place on Raw and SmackDown. Additionally, titles such as the tag titles have just become afterthoughts, as they haven't even been defended on a single PLE since WrestleMania 40. This is due to the limited match cards on the PLE events. With PLEs breaking records left, right, and center, it's unlikely that this is going to change anytime soon. And the only events that the game will break away from this booking pattern will be WrestleMania events.
I think the reason is also because he is taking SmackDown and Raw more seriously, especially with the Netflix era. Like, he doesn't want to make only the PLEs the events where titles shift and important major story shifts happen. He wants also that SmackDown and Raw has a bigger impact, and with that he will sell more tickets and more people will want to watch. It's not like a filler episode, you know what I mean?
There's other two-night PLEs such as the upcoming SummerSlam show. Number 8, the 24/7 title. Now, the 24/7 title was introduced in 2019, and it was designed to bring some raw excitement to Monday nights. Even though the title has had some fun segments and moments over the years, WWE eventually lost interest, and it was reported that the infamous title was never mentioned in creative meetings. One of Triple H's first acts as head of WWE Creative was to retire the title immediately, as hilariously Nikki Cross would attempt to dump the title in a trash can, which was certainly symbolic, as it was Triple H basically telling the audience what he really thought of the title, even though she missed the pin completely. Number 7, scripting the commentary team. Now, Vince McMahon loved to micromanage his announce team. It was common knowledge that McMahon directed traffic through a headset, and he was even said to scream down the headset whenever a commentator said something he didn't like.
Yeah, that's not
This
nice.
style of management...
Like, imagine you are working and then there is someone behind you the whole time. And everybody can hear you and you are on the spot. It's so disrespectful.
Was very hard on commentators, and it led to numerous names quitting the position over the years. Yet Michael Cole continued on and did his best under extreme difficult working conditions. One of the first things Triple H did was give his commentary team more freedom, and the quality of the commentary output in WWE vastly improved overnight. Cole, as well as other commentators, began to call the product with love and passion, and the commentary has quite rightly received rave reviews. Cole himself has spoken at length about how happy he is under Triple H's management, and this is what the WWE veteran had to say during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show. I think that freedom has really allowed the superstars, and I know for me and I know for Pat as well, has allowed us to be more entertaining, to be more relaxed, to be able to sit back and enjoy this product as a fan. Also, who knows characters better than the character? Seth Rollins knows his character better than anyone on the planet, so why not allow him to be able to bring that character forward? I've seen everything in this business for nearly 30 years. I've never had as much fun as I've had the last couple of years, not only working with you, but working with Paul Levesque. Now, it's wonderful to hear that Cole is having so much fun in his job, and he's a name that firmly deserves all the love and appreciation he's been receiving over the past few years, and no doubt a future Hall of Famer. Number 6, alienating the international audience. One of the most frustrating elements of being a WWE fan when Vince McMahon was around the company was that he mainly focused on the US market. Whilst WWE would deliver European tours...
Oh, that is a dumb decision, my friend, because Europe really loves wrestling, and especially Middle East. You have a lot of money there, and that helps the business a lot, because the more other countries invest into it, the better shows you're gonna have in America too.
An international PLE was simply out of the question outside of a few pre-selected nations, but thankfully in 2022 this all changed. Nick Khan and Triple H wanted to focus on expanding and rewarding the international market, and since then there have been major events in countries such as England, Wales, Scotland, France and Germany, just to name a few. Premium live events taking place overseas is now a yearly staple, and this makes it incredibly exciting to be an international WWE fan. These events do amazing numbers for WWE, and according to Khan during an interview with World Congress of Sports, international PLEs are here to stay. We sat down together a few years ago and decided so the big 5 premium live events should be in the US or Canada. All of the other events, the goal is to have them in international locations. There have been calls to have a...
Yeah, but like, don't we have like some events also outside of America that are...
WrestleMania event overseas, and with a 2026...
I mean, don't we have... Yeah, Royal Rumble in Riyadh and WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble taking place in Saudi Arabia, this doesn't seem far-fetched. Number 5, a ban on independent bookings. A WWE contracted wrestler working in another promotion under Vince McMahon would have been highly unlikely. However, under Triple H, it's now become more common. Triple H allows his talent to work dates outside of WWE under certain circumstances, and due to Triple H working with promotions such as Noah and even TNA, WWE wrestlers are showing up in promotions all over the world. And Triple H has realized that allowing wrestlers to do this doesn't just keep them happy, it also
like it promotes his own business.
Also helps other promotions, which can come in handy when looking at signing new talent. Cutting off other promotions is easily done, but it's always easier and healthier to have some type of working relationship with these companies. Triple H even agreed to have TNA talent in the 2024 Rumble, and hearing the WWE commentary team talk openly about TNA storylines and lore was truly groundbreaking. Number 4, sporadic booking. Long-term storytelling is something that Triple H thrives himself on. Triple H loves to tell stories over a period of months or even years, and whilst Triple H did deliver some long-term storytelling, a lot of his storylines seem sporadic and just thrown together. In fact, it was often said that McMahon would rewrite the show hours before it was set to go live, and some weeks McMahon would...
Hours? You insane? Like, how do you expect the wrestlers to even perform? That's what causes literally injuries. That what causes poor storytelling. It's like you cannot do that. You cannot do that on the go. You need a plan.
Be rewriting the show as it was in progress. Speaking to Variety in 2023, the game outlined his way of booking the WWE product, and it made for a fascinating read. Vince was always thinking long term. Whether it gets executed that way or whether it wasn't, I didn't know. But for me, it's how I think because it was how I was taught by him. I'm always trying to think about the long-term storyline. I was at SummerSlam, and one of the first things I talked to the team about is, okay, where do we want to go for WrestleMania? What's that goal? Obviously it's going to change, but what's the target goal? It's like a GPS.
And that is actually really good, and we do love long-term stories, but I feel like lately people have been saying that they do wish they have a bit of quality short storytelling as well.
Extended storylines don't appeal to everyone. There's no questioning the game's success in this area, with storylines such as the Bloodline Saga and Cody Rhodes finishing his story. Number 3, banned words. Now, the list of words that Vince McMahon banned his wrestlers and commentators from saying was endless. Words such as belt and even wrestling would land a talent in hot water, and they would even receive a fine for saying the specific word. But thankfully, this bizarre and outdated rule has been abolished, as Triple H has allowed his talent to say whatever they like, within reason of course. Limiting the vocabulary of wrestlers and commentators did nothing but harm the product, and at times it was more than obvious that a promo or sentence was directly from McMahon himself, and this lack of authenticity was a massive hindrance to the product. Number 2, breaking kayfabe. Now, only under set circumstances would Vince McMahon allow his talent to break kayfabe. McMahon kept this approach for decades, and to his credit, this was something that fans never took issue with. Under Triple H, elements of kayfabe are scaled back, and it was presented on Raw on the Netflix premiere that WWE was strictly a show and fans were watching a scripted spectacle. The opening to Raw on Netflix featured phrases such as heel and face, and to hear these words said openly led to fans having a mixed response. The game would address WWE doing this on the post-Raw press conference, saying, "The reaction seems like we did a good job with it. That was the intent, to capture the emotion and let people know we're not hiding what we do." I saw a lot of chatter from the people saying, "Oh my god, they said heel and face and shoot and work in one promo. We're not hiding what we do. That's what we do." To be honest, I think most of the world understands those terms, and they've almost transcended our business. It is what it is. People know what we are. We talk about it.
Yeah, like, it is completely normal to know that this is entertainment business. There is no need to pretend it is the most real thing ever out there. It is not fake. We made that clear. But at the same time, it is not 100% real.
We're not insulting anybody's intelligence. We're an art form. Absolutely an art form that captures people's emotions.
Art form,
we don't take ourselves as seriously as most of the other people take us. It was all part of trying to capture that and say, if you've watched, watch this, and hopefully we'll honor what you love. If you never watched this, watch this. We'll explain to you what we are. That was the attempt. Triple H makes a compelling point. However, there's a portion of the fan base that likes to see kayfabe kept intact at all times, and that's completely understandable.
I feel like some wrestlers can keep it because it is a part of their performance and their character, while others don't. Like, they should break it even.
And number 1, mass micromanagement. One of the things that was detrimental to the WWE product, particularly during Vince's final few years in charge, was his habit of micromanaging talent in every aspect. Whether it be promos or matches, McMahon took ownership of every aspect, and all areas of WWE programming suffered as a result. Virtually every promo, unless you were named such as Cena, was scripted, and wrestlers weren't allowed to deviate in any way from the scripted material. And this is why promos often felt completely flat, as it was being written by a 70-year-old man who was definitely out of touch with the outside world. Triple H realized this early on during his takeover at WWE, that talent needed to be given freedom, and that the micromanagement style needed to be abolished in favor of a sportive, cooperative environment. Talent were given freedom to get over, and there's not been a better example of this than Drew McIntyre. McIntyre's promo work since Triple H took over has been world class, and the man himself discussed this very topic during an appearance on the Masked Man show. The creative environment with WWE, Triple H kind of leading the charge. This is freedom that feels like I've never felt before. To truly go all the way now, and you can see so many different people, guys and girls across the board, finding themselves. And we got so many superstars now. The show doesn't revolve around the same 2 or 3 people. But this is without a doubt a key factor in the WWE product booming since the game took over. And this is an approach that McMahon could have easily taken. That's if he just let his stubbornness go in favor of creating a superior.
The older you get, I feel like the more egotistical you get, the more you think you're smarter than anyone else because you made it there, being by yourself, thinking by yourself, making decisions by yourself, and like they never wanna give anyone else the opportunity to change their mind because they are so old into their ways that it is almost impossible to do so. And this is not only in business, this is also in real life. Like when your parents are wrong and you're trying to tell them they're wrong, nah, no way, you're a child, okay? You're their child and they don't listen.
WWE product. But there you have it, folks. 10 Vince McMahon things that Triple H has killed off in WWE. What is the best thing that Triple H has done? Let us know in the comments down below.
Oh my god, the best thing he has done is watch Avengers and realize that wrestling and wrestlers are like the comic book heroes that we want in our entertainment in pro wrestling. But that is it. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!